Actually, yes, it's morning. Good morning, good morning. We having some morning tea. A little late morning tea, but never too late to bring the tea. When you come into the chat, make sure you say hello, sweet teacup. Hello, auntie. Hello, mama. Hello, Miss Lolo. Hello, Miss Sweet Teacup. Either one, just make sure you're nice. And you guys, like I said, good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Vlogmas Day 21st. Yes, 2-1. Happy Vlogmas Day the 21st. You guys, we got some tea this morning. I got some promotional receipt tea I want to talk about. Yes, you guys, if you in the bushes, come out the bushes. It's the holidays, baby, and we all gonna have some tea and drink some tea together. If you at work, make sure you're in your comfortable place. Make sure you in your, you may be in your car. I told you when I used to work, the best break time I had, you guys, I ain't gonna fund you, was in my car. You had the privacy. You could crank your car up, put the air on. If it's nice weather, you can just crack that window. You can pull out a good book. You can eat your little lunch, and then you can take a nap. A what? A rare nap. But you can close your eye because you in your car, baby. You in your car. So if you decide to try that one day, try it. I promise you. You enjoy the peace. And the best thing about it, you can set your alarm. You have your watch, you have your iPhone, you can set your alarm, you won't oversleep. When I say you will feel rejuvenated, when I say when you walk back into work and people are wondering like, dang, why she or he so happy and whatever, because you don't have that little nappy nap and you was able to like kind of start your day over. I loved it. Just make sure that if you decide to do that, trust me, park your car in a good spot where you got trees and shade. Just trust me. Good spot, trees and shade, and you guys, you'll love it. It was one of the best places I had my little breaks. Also now, like I say, if you've been rocking with a grandma, I told you, my last 28 years that I worked, I retired from the school board. Another place I used to like to take my break, believe it or not, I taught my last 10 years with the school board. I taught special needs adults. Baby, I was the one-on-one. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Bam. Hey, Michelle Thomas. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, baby. I got to the tea. Oh, I got some receipts for you guys today. But I was just giving you a little story time, just a little bit. And I used to like to go to, now being that I worked at a school what was adult school, we took ages, believe it or not, from 11 up to 22. Now, you may ask yourself, well, if that's an adult school, and it was titled, it wasn't titled school, it was titled, I'm going to tell you this, like, next y'all ask me trying to look me up, y'all will do the most. But it was titled more like a educational center, something like that. But when you're dealing with kids that are in a certain area, they can mature. They normally can mature a whole lot quicker and faster than normal children. Which means, and I don't mean mentally wise. A lot of kids I work with, very intelligent. Don't get it mixed now. Don't get it mixed. But when I say mature, like you may take a normal 13-year-old child, but then when they're special need, they could be on the level of a 16-year-old. So that's what I mean by they could be a little more mature. So, and then it's depending on the level they're on. You have the, what we call trainable. Trainable is very, very high functional. They can live just like normal people, better than normal people, think better than normal people, I promise you. I can't make it up. And then we have the severe. Severe means, they could get anxious, they could get ignored, they could be irritated real easily, they could be triggered. So you take an 11-year-old that's severely, baby, they're going to shut it down. They could be very physical. So that's how come we had some that was 11. And let me tell you, I had one of my one-on-one, oh my God, I just adore him, you guys. He was so cute. Listen. I hope you guys okay with my story time. He was so adorable. When I had just One of my 101, she just turned 21. So she was in the transitioning where she was getting ready, because once they turn 22 and they graduate in May, they go to, if the parents want to continue a program for them, where they still can live a normal life, but obviously they need to have people that'll work with them, that'll come visit them, check up on them, just help them make sure like the environment is not taking advantage of them, things like that there. So she was in that transitioning, and they had to wean her from me, which is very, very hard, you guys. Very, very hard. And now she used to call me Miss Lolo. No, she used to call me Lolo. She didn't say Miss. But it's the way she said it, you guys. It was so enduring. And she would tell anyone there, my Lolo. My Lolo. It was so cute, so adorable. Okay, let me see what you say, Michelle Thompson. Need to go there. I think she's special need because look, they can squeeze her in. She's supposed to be 25. Oh, okay. Oh, hey, Shirley Moore. Good morning, sweetie. Good morning. Oh, you talking about Lexi need to go down. Baby, my aunt, the kids that go to these schools, they are better than her. They are just so intelligent in a different way. See, they have levels of intelligence. They could be, do art, do something. I had one, he was not my one-on-one, but when I first came into that educational field where I was transitioning, because I had to do regular ed, and he used to literally can make anything out of aluminum foil. You guys, I can't lie to you. Whether it was a robot or car, out of aluminum foil. But anyway, let me get back to my little story. But so they was ringing up from me, so she was going from classes to classes, and I kind of just stayed with the class, helping out with other kids while they was waiting to match me up with another one-on-one. So I don't know how this came about. We was in the cafeteria, whatever, and there was this little kid, cute little boy. He had Down syndrome, wore glasses, and when I say he was little, you guys, he was short for his age. He was 11, but even being 11, he was a little short. Baby, he took his shirt off, his pants, and he was throwing his clothes, he was throwing food, he was doing the most, and the classroom they had him in, he had everybody terrorized at the table, fifth, third, and the fourth. And when you work in the field, when you work with children, period, whether they're regular ed or special needs, you don't interfere with what that class got going on, because you don't know anything about that child. You can't just walk in and insinuate yourself, into a situation, because you don't know the child. So I'm just watching this, and the whole time I'm thinking, oh, look how cute he is, though, Now keep in mind, if you know me, I grew up with all brothers. So I'm a little rough cookie anyway. I don't sing at all. And I don't even know if I even mention it. Not that it's even, well, it could be relevant, but my younger brother had a severe case of a schizophrenia. So obviously I'm not shy on seeing someone having, just a moment. That's what I call it, just a moment. And so anyway, later on that day, the teacher that I had, which I love it, you guys, and I told you another foreign language that I do sign language. I don't know Spanish, I don't know this, but baby, I can sign my butt off. That's the language I took in college. I had sign language 1, 2, and 3, and I had American Sign Language, and I was working on my interpreter sign, but pretty much I have been told that I should have been an interpreter because I'm real good at it. But anyway, the teacher was saying that no one wanted to be that particular child one-on-one. And I just happened to overhear, and I said, oh my God, I would love to have him. I say, he's so cute. And she's like, really? I said, yeah, I work with him. And baby, that's when it became history. When we got together and he looked at me, let me tell you, when I say he said that, he looked at me, because I actually went to the classroom where he was. They don't uproot a child not instantly. I was assigned to another class. So I went to that class and I sat beside him. And you don't sit too close because you don't know how severely a child can be. A lot of kids, hey, a lot of them like to hit, throw punches. But I sat beside him and he just looked at me. I saw him looking at me from the side. You know, I'm that girl. Got that eyes in the back of my head and on the side. And he was just looking at me up and down. He was just looking like, who is this person? So he was sitting there and everything. But then he had a little smile. He had a look, smile, look back at the teacher and looking at everybody else. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Ramali. Good morning, Burton. Hope you guys were okay with my little story. But I'm in the midst of a story telling just one of the times that I experienced one of my one-on-ones that, you guys, just know it broke my heart when he had to leave me. But finally, I looked at him and I smiled. And then he stopped smiling. When I smiled at him, he didn't return the smile. But to make a long story short, I stayed there the rest of that day. And then the teacher asked me, she said, so, you know how you feel? Do you think you want to work with him? And I'm like, oh, yeah, sure, why not? It's not a child that I wouldn't mind working with. And for some reason, you know what? I get it now. I always was, I don't know, it seemed like it was just a innate situation that when they put me with a one-on-one with a male, it instantly was a winner. And probably because I grew up with all brothers. I'm just guessing. So, I'm not going to give you his name, you guys. He was so cute. But listen, he was so adorable. He used to call me mama. And I figured out from working with him, within about 2 days working with him, he used to grunt. Like that. And I'm just like, and then it dawned on me, I say, you know what? He would benefit from sign language. He would benefit from learning to sign so that he can get out what he's trying to communicate. I felt that, and just me, I felt that a lot of his frustration was that he really couldn't communicate with anyone or the teacher because he was in a classroom where there was no hearing impaired. I told you, I took that in sign language, so that was a plus for me. Not only was I a powerful one-on-one, and I knew sign language, so it didn't matter if my one-on-one was hearing impaired or not. I still knew how to communicate with them. So he didn't know anything about sign, but I felt, you know what, he would benefit so much. So I got back with my teacher. I would go back to my original class, the class I was in. Just know it was 90% hearing impaired. I'm going to leave it at that because y'all are trying to search me out. So I went back and explained to her, and I asked her, I say, I want to bring him back and let him be here in your class. I think would benefit him. So she said, okay, well, bring him tomorrow. I brought him, me and him sat there, and immediately, you guys, immediately, I promise you, everybody fell in love with him because on sight, he is adorable. I just trust him on that, he's adorable. All I had a little something, okay? And, I'm sorry, he's Caucasian, had blonde hair. I can't remember, I think his eyes was green, pretty green or whatever. He wore glasses, so he was just so cute. He had the cutest smile you got. He was a little pistol, I promise you. But listen, he was so much of a severely one-on-one that you had to be on your P's and Q's. He had to wear a harness. If you don't know what a harness is, that's when you have a child that is special need, and because they're a runner, what you mean they'll run away. You supposed to walk down the hall and they take off running. Now, baby, they would run out of the school, big and down. They would just run, and they love it. So he had to have a harness on at all times. So, and what it looks like you have a backpack on or a car seat. And then you got not a rope, but it's like a little hook or something you can hold on to, being the one-on-one. So if that child decides to run, you have a way to help him, and the way that you prevent him from running. You don't grab on the harness. You take one hand. It's the proper way you'll be trained. You take your hand and you just place it in the front of his like shoulder or his bicep, and then you hold the harness, and then you direct him very gently. No, we're not going to run. That just prevents him from harming himself running, because like I say, they can run, they'll run out, they're running into massive traffic and some of everything. God forbid you got a runner and they get away. Woo. I have seen that done. Hey, Carmen, good morning, good morning. I'm just telling a story about one of my one-on-ones, you guys, before I get into my receipt, my tea today. So I hope you guys got plenty of time to listen. We just gonna have this tea today, but I had to tell you this story. It's so cute because I'm just thinking about him right now. And like I said, he was 11. So she said, yeah, let's give it a try. So they talked with his teacher. At the end of the day, it was up to the principal. And the principal talked with the mom, and they said yes. Immediately, I started working with him, with the teacher, of course, because she's a teacher. Immediately, we started working with him with sign language, but because I was his one-on-one, 95% of his instruction came from me. So he immediately, I'm going to tell you how I won him over, because you got to understand that. Every child has something special about them. If you're a powerful one-on-one, if you are a good one-on-one, and your goal is to be there to support and to help that child to grow and to grow to the potential, what he can be and what God wants him to be and what his parents want to be, you're going to have to take time out as the one-on-one, as the adult, and figure out what is it that he like. I figured out, baby, he loved it. Toys. I just happened to have, I don't know what I had, I got a grandson. So at that time, my grandson was in elementary. He was younger. And I had this toy. And he just happened to see this toy that I had. I did not carry a purse with me into work. I kept my purse in my car, in the trunk, locked up safe. But I carried a little bag that I carried. I had little snacks or whatever what I felt I needed. Napkins, sanitizer, things like that there. Because when you're dealing with one-on-ones, hey, sometimes you got to deal with some feces and stuff. But it's all good. No biggie. You just wash your hands. Nothing to scream and yell about, you guys. Period. So I had this little toy, and the look on his face, keep in mind, I told you, he was not that verbal. He grunted. That's what he did. So cute. So he saw the toy, and I'm like, I think he liked the little toys. You guys, I had bags and bags of toys because I told you I had two daughters, 8 years apart, and my youngest one used to love the McDonald's toys. And then I had my grandson. I had so many McDonald's toys that were still in wrap. So I said, okay, he liked toys. So when I got ready, maybe the first couple of days, he sat beside me. But when it came to transitioning in the classroom, going to lunch and all that, there was interpreters, and which was way more stronger than I was for sign language. But listen, I was good. They told me, they said, girl, you need to get your interpreter license. But they would be there to assist as well. Because like I say, this class was a hearing impaired class. There you go. So the first couple of days kind of all transitioned together. But when it came to the discipline of like making sure that he didn't run off, whatever, that was on me, which was fine. That's what girl will her tater baby, period, bam, bam. But finally, they used to have the hardest time, like 2 or 3 days later. One morning they called down to the classroom, and it was on the intercom. And in the classroom, it said they needed help to get him off the bus. He was refusing to get off the school bus. He didn't want to come to school for whatever reason. So they went down there. The teacher went to go get him off the bus. She was down about 15, 20 minutes. She was there trying to get him off the bus. The principal was trying to get him off the bus. Finally, she came back to the classroom. She said, Lolo, go see if you could get him off the bus. I said, okay. No question asked. Listen. He was not my first one-on-ones. I had some one-on-ones. I had 2 other one-on-one male, 2 other male on one. And just know they was 21. One was 19. Big boy, big boy. He was about 6'2", weighed over 207 pounds. And then I had another one-on-one. Oh, he stole my heart too. And he was about 6'2". And he also, but he was muscular. And he weighed like about 225. So, and trust me, baby, they listen to me. Auntie don't play. It's because I was a mom figure, and they respect that I was a mom figure. I treated them like a mom. I let them know, listen, who in charge? Me or you? I used to assign to them those that needed the sign language. I used to say to them, who's the adult? Who's the child? Who's the adult? That's one thing we rehearsed. They knew. So I went down there to get him off the bus, and he looked up at me. And this is the funniest thing, you guys. He was standing at the tip at the bus with the door open. Everybody on the bus driver looked like she just about to have a migraine headache because she got other schools. She got to drop other kids off. Principal standing outside. My teacher, which is the lead teacher, standing outside. Everybody else looking, because everybody else looking like, oh, now they're going to see him in full effect. So I come out there and he looks at me. He looks at me and immediately looks at me and give me this smile. It's the smile he gave me, you guys. Like, yeah, what you gonna do? He looked at me and smiled. Baby, I came with ammunition. I just pulled out 2 of those little McDonald's toys, baby, wrapped up. Held them up. He immediately got off the bus. That's what I'm talking about. I ain't had to say a word. I ain't had to sign. He knew. He knew. In order for you to get these McDonald's toys, you is going to have to comply, follow instruction, follow direction. He knew that. I was the only person that figured that out, that he loved the toys. So he got off the bus, and listen, this was the heartbreaker right here. When he stepped down off that bus, when I say that baby reached out and held my hand. You guys, I'm telling you, he held my hand and we walked off together. And it was history after that. And he would call me mama. He would, when I go pick, and listen, it got to the point that because he wanted to see a toy, what toy he was going to get by the end of the day, he wouldn't get off the bus until they would have to call me and tell me to come get him on the bus. I would come to the bus, and one morning he looked over at the bus driver and he'd go, Mama, ma. So he's telling her, I'm his mama. I belong to him. And I signed her and told her yes. And I told him, yes, I am your mama, baby. I belong to you all day, me and you. And it was history. I adore him. And let me tell you, when I used to say, good morning, Queen Mama 24, when I used to have to go to lunch sometime, you know, he'd get irritated and they would call me, girl, no, they would try to wait for me to have a lunch. I come back, they like, girl, go get him. He done took off. He's all in the bushes, all scratched up because he done ran for them. He don't spit on a teacher, don't pull her hair, don't did the most. The minute he see me, Mama, and he already know he in trouble. I wish you could have seen the look on his face when he knew he was in trouble. He would hold his head down to the side. He already knew he was in trouble because I gave him that look. But you know, he'll come. It wasn't all the time. Every now and then, and I'm thinking at that point someone probably triggered him. But that was our history. He was my one-on-one, you guys, for like, I had him in my life for like about a year and a half. And they had to move out of state. His mom and daddy was so very grateful that I worked with him, because they say from the time that child been in school, they never had it where they was able to drop him off and they was able to go to sleep, take care of the kids, go food shopping, and would not have to come back to the school till 7 hours later. Until me and Eric found each other. Oh, you heard me say his name. Until me and him found each other, and like I say, it broke my heart when he left. I was crying, he was crying. But you know, I wish, and who knows, maybe one day I would see him as an adult. Because I'm pretty sure he's an adult right about now. Pretty sure if he was 11, he's probably like about 22, 23 right now. But I guarantee you, their memory is amazing. I guarantee you, if he was to see me, he will remember me. And I'm 100% positive he is living very independently now. He is, I'm sure he's able to live on his own and just basically have somebody come check up on him, because he was a very intelligent young man. He just didn't know how to communicate. But once he got into the hearing impaired class with us, he learned to sign within 3 months. Within 3 months, he was signing, baby. He was grunting and signing at the same time. But he was so cute. But anyway, back to what I was saying. I apologize, you guys. It just, when I was starting my tea, it just made me think about him. So I just had to tell you that story. So, like I said, you guys, we're going to talk about the tea. Now, there's some clowns out there. You know, different things come to me at different times, I promise you. So, I'm looking at the video, and I'm looking at my god-granddaughter, Julia. But first, I'm sorry, you guys. Shout out to our girl, Royalty, Cream Royalty. Good morning, baby girl. Love you. Santa RT, holding it down. Congratulations on your new app, your new business adventure. I'm so super proud of you. Congratulations. I'm so proud, and good morning to the roar of all 5 God grandkids. Excuse me, you guys. Shout out and good morning to the Royalty Nation Foundation. Shout out to all my supporters. Good morning, you guys. Now, let me give you what you came for. Now, you guys, I am here for entertainment purposes. Let me drink just a little bit of this water. And you know, I'm going to entertain the fuck out of you. So, I'm looking at my oldest god-granddaughter video. Shout out to you, Julia. You did a wonderful job. So in the video, I knew, because I seen on the IG post, that my goddaughter Royalty, said that the kids have met up with the famous little skater, Darius Skater, I guess. I don't know if that's his real name, the last name Skater. I think his first name is Darius. And they probably call him Skater. And they met up with him, and he is a very intelligent young man. He is artistic, and he is very, 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 obviously, very highly functional. And I love it. And you guys, I actually have, I can't show y'all that. You guys, well, anyway, just know one of the symbol of a person, one of the symbols that recognize and show recognition and show pride and being proud of artistic children or just society in the world is a symbol of a puzzle piece. It's a puzzle piece. Just know I have one of those, and we're going to leave it at that. I had it for a long time. So they got to meet a #1 famous skater. Now, I guarantee you that's what pushed that button of that clown. Allegedly, I think that pissed the client off. Now, stay with me because I'm going to bring receipt number 1. Receipt number 1. That clown allegedly said that they couldn't do anything without him. They was not going to benefit anything. They weren't going to get nothing done. Well, I'm sorry. They met the #1 skater. The #1 skater, and he was so handsome, so intelligent. They met him, they took pictures with him, they skated with him, they talked with him, and this the irony of it, you guys, and I love it. It was Darius' father that talked to grandma, not the glue, not grandmama, the glue that hold everybody together in Royalty Nation Foundation. She communicated with the father. The father introduced his son to the royal family. And that clown knew at that moment they have sealed and validated and stamped their new brand name on and in the YouTube community, the Royal Kids and the Royal Family. He knew that. Now, I'm going to tell you now, if you're sensitive about clowns, if you in the bushes, sit on silent for what I'm about to say. I'm going to troll a little bit, but I'm going to be nice with my trolling, but I'm going to troll a little bit, and I'm going to bring receipts because this is very important. Now, this is my opinion, my thoughts, my views. This is my channel. Sweet Teacup, and thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for giving the video a like. If you haven't, give the video a like. Now, we all know that another DNA of the clown joined royalty family. Oh yeah, she joined royalty family at the end of the day. The baby mama number one shipped the little girl off into royalty care. Say what you want to say. She surely didn't ship her off to the clown father, make it make sense. Receipt number one. She never sent that DNA to the fucking clown father until royalty was in the picture. Put a one in the chat if you agree with me with that. We never saw a clown did a video in his brother's house, his lame ass brother's house, and he said, oh, this my DNA. No, we only seen the video after he was with royalty and with royalty kids. My goddaughter, my god grandkids. Put a one in the chat if you agree with grandma. Put a one in the chat if you agree with me. That baby mama number one never sent her daughter to that clown. And to our girl, aka royalty, was in the picture. But you say royalty didn't like your daughter. You say royalty didn't love your daughter. You say royalty didn't take care of your daughter. But you never sent her with the clown, you dumb ass. You waited until you felt comfortable. And when you saw royalty, my goddaughter, and how she took care of her kids, you felt the confidence, say the shit that you want to say. She felt the confidence, and she sent her firstborn daughter into royalty care. Took all the shit you want to talk about. She never came to Vegas and went and stayed 6 minutes from her. She never came to Vegas and stayed in a rented fake ass mansion. She kept her ass in fucking Gary. You did trust it, royalty. You did trust it, my goddaughter, better than that fucking ass clown father of hers. That's why you sent that DNA there. Now that I brought receipt to that for number one, let's move to receipt number two. Now, we all know once they all got together, the kids grew up together, they love each other. Of course they loved each other. They're children. But see, it dawned on me today. When I looked at my oldest granddaughter, Jalea video, and by the way, shout out to you, Jalea. Jalea got a whole promotion deal. It was on a video. Someone sent her different flavors of popcorn to promote his business. At the end of the day, it was offered to her, sent to her, and she didn't pay a damn dime. And she didn't have to go up to no damn by the face and say, I'm rich, I'm famous, do you know me, you want a picture? And she didn't have to beg for it. Put a one in the chat if you saw the video and you agree with me that that was a wonderful business, a wonderful success, 11 up on Jalea channel, that was her first, at least that we know, unboxing promotion that was sent to her for free. Put a one in the chat if you agree with me. Thank you, Chastity Fall. Good morning, good morning. Thank you, Carmen. Now, see, that's a whole clown that got a older DNA. What dawned on me today? My 3 god grandkids, and say the shit you want to say. If you want to say I'm fucking biased, then goddamn it I am. I'm a godmama. I'm supposed to put them on a fucking pedestal. My 3 older god grandkids. At the end of the day, all 5 of my god grandkids. My views, my thoughts, these are my words, not my goddaughter royalty. So don't come to the fucking internet and try to twist this shit. Sweet Teacup said this and brought it to the fucking internet. My god grandkids shield that DNA. As long as she came and blended in that family with the Roy kids, because that's the fuck who they are now. As long as she was blending in with them, they was looked that has a group, has a family, has a group of kids, that means no one really knew what that DNA really was about. The individual personality was not upfront for no one to see. Nor was it upfront to see Jaleel, Nation, or Leon, or the twins. They was considered the kids. But isn't it ironic? Now I want you to think about it. Isn't it ironic? Receipt number 2. Once royalty and the royal kids are no longer there, they are no longer in this DNA life. Isn't it strange and ironic? Now we see this DNA, allegedly, hey, blame it on the father, don't seem to be that intelligent, making F in school. The clown allegedly have to finesse, manipulate, persuade, and bribe friends to befriend her. Exploit her, allegedly, let her dress in a certain way that's going to capture what? Views? For content and money? He put this child on option, his first DNA, constantly bring her to the internet, troll her and bash her, and literally say to the whole YouTube community that she's not that very much intelligent. He has allegedly, I've heard this man say, you can't count. That's wrong. You can't read. I have heard him say so many things. So are you telling me that when that DNA was in a group with the 5 other royal God grandkids, she was shielded? That personality wasn't so well seen. Stay with me now. See, we all know Jalea is very intelligent. We all know she's camera ready. Hey, it's in the video. We all know Nation, Big Nation, come on. We all know Nation is very intelligent. We all know she is camera ready. Even Leon, pretty boy Leon, handsome as can get out, just adorable. Shy, but he's intelligent. All 3 of the older royal God grandkids got passing grades. I'm just saying, don't get mad with me. It's a fact. They don't make F. Royalty has no money. They the one said they say royalty broke. She ain't got no royalty, have no money to bribe, manipulate, persuade anybody to be friends with her kids. Royalty had to uproot her children for safety, for sanity, for freedom from their school that they've been going to, just so they can live in peace. But don't you think it's mighty strange that all 3, on down to the 2 twins, are so highly intelligent, so camera ready? But then when you look on the other side, stay with me now, because I ain't trying to drag nobody out. I'm just speaking facts. When you look on the other side, the minute the camera get on them, it's different. It's different. We don't know how to count. We don't know how to read. We're not camera ready. We mess up. We say things. You know, like I say, don't get mad with me. I'm just bringing the tea. At the end of the day, when that DNA was blended with the 5 other royal God grandkids, it showed who she really was. It showed what her personality was like. It showed, don't get mad with me, blaming on the mama and daddy, that she was not that intelligent. And it ain't due because of the child. We all know that. I know. It's the parents. It ain't because of what the child done. It's because of the effort, the guardians, the money, the financial, that those 2 parents didn't give a fuck. And they didn't do shit to help their child along. Just my opinion. Don't get mad with me. See, the advantage of being a mother, stay with me now. The advantage of being a mother with multiple kids, because they are some pros. See, when you got more than 1 kid, especially when you got 5, stay with me. They'll never be lonely. They can always have friends, and they're going to learn faster. Do you honestly think the twins are so intelligent without them not picking it up from their 3 older siblings? Cordelia, Princess Cordelia, baby Prince CJ, they are so intelligent because they are picking this up from Jalea, Leon, and Nation. Kids learn from kids. Yes, royalty educate them as well, but it's a known fact. Google it. Research it. Do whatever you got to do. Why don't you just walk in and talk to a professional? Walk up to a random school. Talk to a guidance counselor. They will tell you that the more kids in the family and the more kids that interact with those younger kids, they are going to elevate more. They are going to learn more and quicker. So see, a whole clown, when you said one day to the Royal kids, I hate you, get out. You brought destruction to your own firstborn DNA. You brought destruction to her life because the Royal kids shielded her. No one separated them. It was just called the kids. No one individually identified them. It was just called the kids. So no one could go in and pick at this one, and that one. It was just, oh, the kids are so cute. But no, you destructed your own first DNA because now that she no longer have them in her life, her personality, her individuality, everything falls on her face. She got to stand alone. Now the world could truly see exactly who she is. And you, clown, you tarnish it. You took away, allegedly, the $1,400. Just because a dumbass baby mama said she didn't want it, you didn't have to take it. You could have easily said, no, that's my daughter. I need for her to get this money for her school clothes, her lunches, her tutoring. No, you didn't care. Because see, a whole fucking clown, you can tell when the clown is selfish. Because these are their reaction and their words when you're a fucking clown. I buy them everything they need. They need clothes, I'm gonna buy it. They need this. But you're a dumbass. Materialistic things do not buy or change nothing. You could put a child in a Gucci shirt, but guess what? She's still gonna go to school and don't know the three form of government. She's still gonna go to school and really not sure how to fucking count, not even with her fucking fingers, and that's ridiculous. Allegedly, I seen it in the video when the clown trolled his own daughter and told her to count with her fingers and she could not get it done. Hey, don't get mad with me. I'm just spilling the fucking tea. So you tainted and destructed your own child's future. The minute when you separated that little girl from 5 other kids, they were just children. They are still children today. Your whole fucking fucked up man, child, grown up. What the hell can kids do to you? You separated them, and now your fucking DNA is fucking lost. She don't have a fucking clue. When she was with royalty, a woman that you say don't taste better, don't do it better, don't dress better. Yeah, clown. When she was with that woman, your DNA shined. She was just as important as my 5 god grandkids. She was just as important as them. No one trolled her. No one did anything. They all went in a group. Oh, the kids are beautiful. The kids are this. Now your child got to stand alone. You stripped her of a chance where she could have elevated and be so much more successful. Because now she's stuck with your fucked up, toxic ass, wasted ass, domestic, dysfunctional, traditional family life. You just You literally, think about you dumbass, but you know he can't fucking think. So I want you all to think. I want his fucking supporters to think. Today, that child could not go to fucking school. This is my opinion. Allegedly, she could not go to school and stand up and voluntarily and say, let me tell you about my family. Let me talk about my grandma. What the fuck she gonna say? Her fucking grandma a fucking crackhead? My fucking grandma spent 90% of her motherfucking adult time in prison, in jail. Is that the fuck she gonna say? Okay. Oh, my mama work at a motherfucking hole in the wall. She working in the motherfucking club, trying to twerk and got stuck on the goddamn counter. Oh, my mama sell hookahs. And oh yeah, don't let me forget, allegedly, my mama sell drinks and mixed drink out of the trunk of her fucking car. What? Oh, I'm not sure, but my mama allegedly called my daddy baby daddy, and I have no fucking idea why she says that unless my fucking mother is slow and she don't know his fucking name. Hey, I'm just bringing the motherfucking tea. Hey, Black Beauty. Hey, I'm just spilling the tea. This what you brought to your firstborn DNA. A fucked up situation. And if that child do not make it out of the mess you created, just know, clown, you are, before you come to the motherfucking internet the way you did your grandmother allegedly, and you came to the motherfucking internet and said that it's not my fault, you're a motherfucking lie. You are at fault. You and that baby mama number one. You all took away a foundation from her that would have made her so powerful. Because the Roy kids, Grandma Tanya is A+, 100%, worth millions and millions of dollars on grandma's status. On grandma's status. The kind of grandma that could show up at your motherfucking school and bring cupcakes because it's your birthday. The kind of grandmama that could come up to your motherfucking school and they not gonna be frisking her ass and all that bullshit. But that crack ass grandmama that you brought to your DNA life, that shit ain't gonna go down. They ain't letting that bitch say shit you want to. That bitch ain't get through them goddamn school doors. Ain't no motherfucking body gonna eat one of her motherfucking cupcakes. Put a one in the chat if that fucked up crack ass grandmama brought cupcakes to your kid's school. Put a one in the chat if you gonna say, hell no, my kids ain't eating none of them damn cupcakes because we don't know what the fuck you may put in them. Put a one in the chat, you agree with me? Because my grandson fucking 15 going on 16, and I would tell him, don't you put that goddamn cupcake in your goddamn mouth. Don't you put that cupcake in your goddamn mouth. I don't care if that shit came wrapped and sealed. Exactly. That's what I mean when I say he robbed his firstborn DNA of a grandmama experience. She was happy we saw the videos, allegedly. So many times I heard her go to see her hug the lady and say, hey, grandma, you stripped her that you a selfish son of a bitch. You stripped that from her. Her mother is fucking selfish. Why can't you all put that child's needs above yours? Why can't she not be given the opportunity to grow up in a normal family environment, or one that if you eat that plate of spaghetti, you're gonna go to timeout, you're gonna be in trouble. Versus then, everybody on the internet had a whole cow. Receipt number 3. Oh, I don't know why they fussed at her about the lasagna. She was hungry, she was this. And the only thing Royalty did was verbally, appropriately, no cussing, no screaming, no yelling, discipline her and say, baby, that wasn't your food. You're not supposed to eat it. The next time I tell you not to eat it, please do not eat it. But we saw a whole clown. Oh, clown, I'm going to throw the fuck out of you. We saw a whole motherfucking clown because of what your DNA did. She had on an outfit showing everything, a whole black bodysuit, that either your ass, allegedly, or that trash ass white bitch of a stepmother, or either her own mama bought her. She don't have a job. Somebody had to buy it for her. Then she was twerking on the fucking floor inappropriately. Well, you can't blame it on royalty. Royalty been out of her life going on 2 years. You can't blame it on Jalea or Nation or Leon. You ain't never seen them on no motherfucking floor, all on the floor, twerking with no tight bodysuit, no. Don't let me go there. Like I said, you guys need to find the video and look at yourself. So, she doing all that. You robbed her of living a normal middle school child life where at least her friends did not have to be bought, manipulated, and persuaded. Jalea, Leon, and Nation accepted her open-heartedly. Sisters and brothers, let me tell you right now, if you think siblings don't fight, you better think again. Sometimes sisters and brothers fight worse than friends. Put a 1 in the chat if you got siblings and you have physically been in a fist fight with your sibling. Because goddamn, I was a whole girl, I had 3 brothers. I done fought all 3 of my motherfucking brothers. Put a 1 in the chat if you have physically, growing up, got to fight with your fucking sisters and brothers. Put a 1 in the chat. That's fucking normal. Wait, it's normal. That's how we learn to fight, you dumbass. How else you gonna learn to fucking fight? You gotta fight each other so you can learn the trick of the trade. My brother used to put me in chokeholds, all kind of shit. And then they'd be like, that's how you fuck a bitch up. Remember that. Move. Exactly, Black Beauty. Your brother. Exactly. That is normal. So when allegedly you tried to troll my goddaughter and talk about, oh, Jalea talking about she gonna do this. That's normal. Sister and brothers fight. You're dumbass. So every time when you look at your DNA, just know you brought that shit to her life. And every time you look at my god grandkids and you see them excelling, you see them being successful, you see them growing and being wonderful, I bet you that firstborn DNA is shooting daggers at your ass. I bet you that first DNA is probably like, I can't stand this motherfucker. The mama and the daddy, because you robbed her. You robbed her just to grow up normal. But anyway, not my problem. Not my god grandchild. But congratulations to you, Jalea. And that's why Clown got mad, you guys. He got mad because he saw my oldest god grandchild do something that his DNA, don't get mad with me, could never do. If they put her on the camera, I guarantee it involved paying somebody off. I guarantee it involved paying for the whole camera, paying for the whole building, paying for every motherfucking thing. And that's why a fucking clown is pissed and fucking mad. Because not only have royalty became unreasonable, a star, famous, and gonna be rich, already rich in heart in the YouTube community. She's gonna be rubbing shoulders, clapping hands with famous people. It would surprise me if my girl in 2024, and I'm gonna speak on Into Resistance, it would not surprise me if royalty don't go to the BET Awards next year, go to a red carpet event because she have reached that status. Kiss our ass. She's a celebrity, baby. She's a celebrity out here in the YouTube community. Her name, her face is trending all over YouTube. And that's why a clown is angry. And like I say, oh, they tried to bait my goddaughter. Like I say, Royalty, let them talk. Let them do anything they want to do. They want to pull you out of your character. They want to use that so that any business adventure that you have now, they want it to fail by showing that your character is not good. But baby, you ignore them. You already won. You won, precious, and don't look back. Continue on with your businesses. Continue on with your success. And make your money, baby. And let them talk all day long, because at the end of the day, their ass is stuck in Gary. They're fucking broke. They ain't got shit, ain't gonna be shit, and they steady gonna be watching your beautiful face and the roar of 5 god grandkids plastic all over the fucking internet until eventually they gonna be on TV. And I stand on it. And I love you guys. And you know I'm in the bushes. And I'll talk to you later.